Welcome aboard, Bus 1. We're on our way to Cape Canaveral, Florida, and we've got some time to kill, so let's play some trivia. Gamers, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Alec.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What's up? I'm Connor.
Yo, it's Cameron.
Yeah!
As all of our loyal fans could tell you, today's game consists of 3 rounds, allegedly increasing in difficulty.
Allegedly?
Allegedly. Questions in round 1 are worth 1 point each, questions in round 2 are worth 2 points each, and questions in round 3 are worth 3 points each. We'll be buzzing in, so the first person who buzzes gets the chance to answer first, and of course there is no Googling. Ooh. There will also be one challenge question hidden in today's game, where a fake answer is given to try to throw off our contestants. Each player will have one opportunity to challenge what the host reveals as the correct answer. If the player correctly guesses which is the fake answer, they are awarded 3 points. If they incorrectly challenge a true answer, they will lose 3 points. And multiple players can challenge the same question. As always, the most points will win.
That'll be me.
Whoa.
So, do we have any guesses on what today's topic is going to be?
Is it Star Wars?
It is not Star Wars. What made you say that, Alec?
Because you like Star Wars.
Because you're a huge
This
fucking
is
dork.
true. I did.
And we definitely have to have a Star Wars episode at some point.
That will certainly happen, and it was definitely under question when I was thinking about what kind of topics to do.
Not gonna lie.
I did give a hint earlier.
Not gonna lie. I did think
did.
about doing a Star Wars episode just to undercut your ability to host it, Logan.
You know, I would have been fine as long as I'm able to compete.
Right.
Was the hint that you said allegedly?
No, it wasn't.
That's just a joke. I think this is going to be an entire episode of which guitarists play which guitars.
Oh no.
I was
going to say
you're
something.
Very close.
I was going to say music theory.
Something with music.
No, okay. You're
Classic
actually
rock.
not close at all. Today's topic is the moon.
Yeah.
The moon?
I love the moon.
I
I'm
like
doing
space.
a puzzle of the moon right now.
I knew it. That's actually one of my questions.
Which
Puzzle
one?
of the moon?
Yeah.
It's shaped like a circle and
wait.
it's really hard.
Band name? Puzzle of the Moon?
That's not bad.
No, that's too close to Walk the Moon. Never mind.
Or Dark
This would
Side.
be such a popular episode because who doesn't love the moon?
Oh,
Everyone
is there an
loves the
episode
moon.
about Gru?
I think I have that
Steal the
at the end of
moon.
my list because I heavily considered, but I figured that'd be too obvious because everyone knows.
Is there going to be a question about the moon landing? Because I'd like to challenge this authenticity if that does come up.
I'm excited. I like the moon.
Well, okay. We'll kick that off, Cameron, because you're pretty on topic with our first question in round 1.
The moon landing was not fake.
Well,
True
wait,
or false?
how do you... All right, question 1. How do flat earthers justify the moon in the sky? What do they think the moon is? All right, I got Connor.
They think that it is a projection in the sky.
Ooh, that is absolutely 100% correct.
Let's go.
Connor's is a flat earther.
Big flat earth guy right here.
For sure.
Big flat Earth guy.
Imagine being that stupid.
Do they think it's one of those like bedroom lamps that you get?
Like the little sticky things you put on your ceiling as a kid. Well, that was flat.
I scrolled through Flat Earth Society, like the URL, like for 2 hours trying to do research on this, and I
That's
just
a rabbit
thought
hole.
I would. I know, and I just really want to share this conversation with you that I found. It is from _enlightened of the Flat Earth Society.
Oh,
He proudly explains,
cringy.
the moon is not flat, nor is it round. There is in fact no moon at all. What you're seeing is an incredibly large projection of what you think to be the moon, cast by scientists to try to distract the common populace from the truth of the Earth. Do not be misled by these other people. Have faith in God and put all your trust in the Bible, and you will live a life true to yourself. Amen.
Isn't the moon in the Bible?
Does
Probably.
does the Bible specifically say that a round or spherical moon is
The moon
somehow
is definitely in the Bible.
I mean,
I know we
most
said no
certainly
Googling.
not, Cameron.
What? Okay. Here's
Well,
my
okay.
here's
Moon
my
in the
whole
Bible.
stance on this. What would be the point? What is the legitimate point of faking the moon? Like, what benefit does that give anyone?
The moon is in the Bible so many times, you guys.
I don't doubt that.
There are 100 Bible verses about the moon.
Logan, since Alec Googled something, I make a motion that we remove points.
It was
Ooh,
not
that is-
about a question.
Yeah.
was it
your
not-
Suggestion has been denied.
Damn.
Nice. Wait, okay,
But-
but also I thought flat earthers thought that all other heavenly bodies were spheres, but just not the Earth. I've
That is
definitely
also
heard that
something.
one before.
I don't think there is a flat Earth consensus on what the moon is. I just know that this man on Flat Earth Society is for sure that the moon is a projection created by scientists to mislead the populace.
See, Logan, I would disagree with you. I think there is a consensus among flat earthers, and it's that they're all fucking stupid.
Well, let's not alienate our audience here, Cameron.
They don't believe in aliens, Logan.
There was a flat Earth guy at Purdue this week handing out 3D printed models of what flat Earth would look like, and he was
Ooh.
definitely like talking about the moon being a projection.
Wait,
Wow.
did you get one?
My friend did, and he showed it to me, and it looked ridiculous.
That
it
would
just
make a
a
great
disc?
I can 3D
paperweight.
print you one if you want.
It is a disc, and all of the continents like are in a donut
The Antarctic
shape,
wall.
and there's no North Pole on there. I don't know what he was thinking.
Connor.
You go north from like Canada,
The
And
North
you get
Pole
to,
doesn't
like-
exist.
Asia.
That's fake news by National Geographic.
By
Connor,
big
I mean, very
penguin.
clear. Okay, we have to move on.
No, we don't.
Question 2. How long is one lunar day in Earth's time?
Oh, frick.
All right, that one's Cameron.
There are no lunar days because it's tidally locked.
You're half right. Alec?
So the Earth, so it's how a lunar day is like how long it takes the moon to revolve around its own axis, right?
Correct. Yep.
It doesn't.
It's like 28 days about.
Yeah, it'll be about one Earth month because,
Mm.
Cameron, it is tidally locked.
Well,
No.
it rotates about itself the same rate it goes around the Earth, so that's why it is always
Correct.
facing the same direction.
Correct.
That's a lot better than the guess that I was going to have.
It's.
I was
tidal-
obsessed with space for like 4 years
on,
in my
hold on, hold
childhood,
on.
so I know little
Cameron,
facts.
are you
No,
gonna
no.
challenge this
Not
question that the moon doesn't have days?
A day is defined by a celestial body rotating about its own axis, right?
Uh-huh.
The moon is tidally locked to Earth.
Correct.
We don't see a different side of the moon ever.
Yeah, but the
The moon is
sun
rotating
shines on a
about
different
its own
side of the
axis.
moon.
I'm not going to challenge this because I think it's wrong, but I don't think
Cameron, the
I'm putting a
moon
pin on it.
rotates. The moon rotates about its own axis at the same rate that it rotates around the Earth, and that is what makes it
Right.
tidally locked. It's not like the moon is like sitting still in space going around the Earth.
Yeah,
How-
it rotates
no,
about
no,
its
no.
axis the same rate that it revolves around the Earth.
I know this.
that. Wait,
Every time I look at
that
the
is-
moon, I just know it to be true.
Hold on. Let's take that statement back.
Cameron's a stagnant earther.
Stagnant mooner.
Stagnant
Stagnant
lunar.
lunar.
Cameron
How-
is a stagnant mooner.
If it rotates about its axis the same time that it takes to rotate the Earth,
There's YouTube's videos about this that show it and how it works.
I don't agree with the science 100%, but I'm done.
It's geometry.
No, I believe you when you say that it does rotate the same rate. I just don't know because does the moon rotate the Earth once every 28 days?
Well, it depends on your frame of reference, I guess.
Exactly.
But a
Is
lunar
it
day, the
accelerating?
frame of reference would be like if you're on the moon. And if you're on the moon is rotating once every 28 days.
But it doesn't rotate. It may actually
It
rotate,
does.
It
The
we
sun
don't
hits
see-
one side, and then the sun hits the other side, and then it
If
hits
you
the other side
stand
again.
on the moon, you will experience day and night within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Cameron, you want to go to the moon with me?
I'd love to go to the moon.
Let's go
Then we
experience
can
this.
finally settle this.
Bus one to the moon.
The dark side of the moon
Bus
is not
one to the
actually the
moon.
dark side of the moon. It's just the side we can't see. It gets
Exactly.
sunlight the same amount.
Well, that was a great segue, because the dark side of the moon, question 3, is one of Pink Floyd's best-selling records of all time, over 45 million copies. It broke the record for the most number of weeks on the Billboard Top 200. How many weeks do you think it was on the charts? That's all Connor.
I'm going with like 72 weeks. I bet it was a lot.
I'm giving all of you a guess here.
Okay. 72 weeks seems like a lot. I'm going 12 weeks.
Okay.
Did you say what year it came out?
I didn't, but if I am correct, it came out in 74. I'm not entirely sure though.
I would have made it 74 weeks.
Wait, Cameron, what did you say?
I said 12 weeks.
I'm gonna say 69 weeks.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you're all incredibly wrong.
Okay.
In May 2020, it surpassed 950 weeks on the Billboard Top 200 charts.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just
I
been
know.
on the top 200 since it came out.
I don't think so, right?
No, there
Is
were
that like
definitely
200 cumulative weeks?
Yeah,
you said
like
900, right?
yeah, 950 weeks.
Oh.
So that's like 20 years.
there are
It's not in a
54
row.
weeks in a year.
I think it appeared 52 in a year, but it appeared on the Billboard Top 200 charts 950 times.
Goodness.
Is this just for a certain genre or just of all albums?
The Billboard Top 200, I'm imagining that's all albums.
That's
Logan?
crazy.
Would you be upset with me if I told you I've literally never listened to a single song from that album?
That would devastate me
I haven't either.
for sure. Well, if we're assigning homework on these podcasts now, that is the homework assignment.
Next episode that Logan hosts is Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon.
Only.
You better have studied up.
Better
Yeah,
have
Pink
studied
Floyd
up.
is good, but have you guys heard Doja Cat?
Well, Dark Side of the Moon is an album pretty near and dear to my heart. I'd say I love it to the moon and back.
Gross.
How far is that, would you say?
Ooh.
All right, that's Cameron.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Do I need to get the units correct?
So you're pretty sure you have the number, right? But you don't know the units.
Well, no, because if I give an answer in feet and your answer is in meters,
Well,
I will.
Make
I
the
am looking
conversion.
for. I am looking for miles.
miles. Okay.
miles.
Yes.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you can fit the width or the radius of you could fit every planet in between Earth and the moon.
I think that's right.
If you were to butt
Yeah.
them up next to each other. I
Uh-huh.
think that's true.
Does that help?
A little bit. Because Jupiter is roughly
Big.
it's the biggest planet in the Oh, hold on. Jupiter tangent. Did you know
Cameron, can you answer the question?
Did you know one of the reasons they think that life has evolved here and hasn't like been destroyed by more space artifacts is because Jupiter is basically like a shield for us for all the shit that's flying into the solar system because of how big its gravity is. It will just grab comets and asteroids and then just whip them back out into space.
Twist his dick! That's pretty metal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, actually, it's gaseous with an iron
It's
and
got a
ice core.
solid core.
Yeah, it's iron and ice, if I'm not mistaken.
Iron and ice.
But to answer your question, Logan,
Yeah. Cameron, this is my trivia podcast.
it was a Jupiter tangent.
Jupiter tangent.
Save it for the Jupiter episode.
I'm going to say 1.5 million miles.
That's so
Okay.
freaking miles.
Okay. Does anybody else have a guess? I'm gonna make everyone be able to answer this one.
Yes. I think it's something like 19 million miles. I think it's on
Okay.
that order.
Holy crap.
What?
PS4.
But
Okay.
relatively
Al-
not that far.
Alec, do you have a guess?
So it took them like 3 days to get to the moon, right?
Um.
And they
I don't
weren't
know.
traveling at the speed of light.
For sure not.
Damn, that's a good point.
Which I don't know what the speed of light is in miles per hour, though.
Alec, you silly fool. They never went to the moon.
Oh, well, no, they just went to look at the projection. Oh, gosh. I'm going to say like 5 million.
Okay, well, I think you all overshot it a little bit. At its closest, it's about 452,000 miles, and at its farthest, it's a little bit over 500,000 miles.
See, I was thinking it would be in the like tens of thousands originally, but then they all went in the millions, and I was like, oh, jeez.
My first guess was to say 400,000, and I should have stuck with that.
Yeah, that would have been
pretty
great.
far. Wait, so are you giving it to the closest?
Well, I mean, you were all pretty far, but I guess Cameron was the closest.
Heck yeah,
He
brother.
said
What
1.5
about the last
million.
one? Because Connor was the closest for Pink Floyd.
Yeah, so he got the point for that one.
Oh, you got
Let's go.
You need to convey that information.
I'm keeping my own score, right?
I have 1 point.
I'm at 2.
All right, and for the last question of the first round, question 5.
Oh my gosh.
The beloved American beer Blue Moon is surprisingly nutritious, containing...
Guys, I'm drinking that.
No way. Well, Alec, you got to get this one right then. No, wait. No, this ruins the integrity of the question.
No, ask it. I'm not Googling anything. I just have one.
This is bullshit.
I'll beat him. Give it to me.
Submitting a formal complaint.
The beloved American beer Blue Moon is surprisingly nutritious, containing potassium, protein, antioxidants, and this many calories.
This many calories? Cameron beat
All right,
me.
that's Cameron.
I'm buzzing in just so I can hopefully steal it out from under Alec.
I don't know if it says.
I'm going 60 calories, Logan.
Okay. Alec?
I really, truly don't know if it tells you.
It might not on the
Cheaters
bottle.
never win.
168.
Damn it.
Okay, Connor.
I think, they usually don't put it on the can because I don't think they want to scare people off from drinking beer, which means it's probably like a really preposterous number. So I'm going to guess like 169 calories.
Damn.
Well, interestingly, the answer I had was 170. So,
I literally have one in my hand that says
Damn.
168.
Challenge it, Alec. Challenge it.
I don't want to challenge it, but I know I'm right.
I am at a loss. I don't know what the correct
Do you
course
want
of action
video
here is.
proof?
Alec, this is a podcast.
Listeners
No one
at
can see what
home,
you're
I'm
talking
showing
about.
on this screen, so it's hard to read, but there it says Cal.
That
and
says
down
170, Alec.
No, right here is where it says 168.
No, that says 170.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Alec, you
that's
don't-
a 7 and a
You guys
0.
are the
You don't know what you're
worst.
talking about. Sorry, I'm gatekeeping this.
This isn't like a special kind either, right? This is just the original.
No, that's the normal one.
Although their light version is also pretty good, gotta say.
I should have buzzed in last.
Alec, I'm still going to give that to you because there's absolutely no way you're wrong.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
I'm
Where
challenging
did you
the
find
integrity
this
of this
trivia?
game.
Was it from Blue Moon?
No?
So,
Logan, what's going on here, man?
I don't know where I got it. This was this was like hours ago.
Connor, I'll split the point with you.
All right, you guys each get half a point.
There's no need, Alec. You're drawing from the source.
Yeah, but you were bold enough to not just guess the same answer as me.
Okay.
That was pretty bold. All right, so what is the score roundup right now?
I am at 1.
I am at 2.5 points.
I'm at 1.5.
Fuck, I'm in last.
All right, so 2.5 Connor, 1.5 Alec, and was it 1 for Cameron?
No.
Oh, well, honor system.
Well, there's only been 5 possible points, and Connor has 2.5, and I have 1.5, which means
I don't know what you mean.
All right, going into round 2. In January 2006, a state circuit court determined that mooning is a form of artistic expression, protected by the First Amendment as a form of speech. What state was this? That is Cameron.
That is definitely a Louisiana thing. That's got strong New Orleans vibes.
Okay, that is
Ooh.
not correct. Sorry. Alec?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, I'll just go with my original guess, which is California.
Okay, strong bet, which is also incorrect.
I think that's a strong bet.
Yeah,
They have a
that
lot of
sounds
weird
right to
little
me.
things.
Yeah, like
Connor?
public exposure.
I think showing someone his ass and then claiming it as artistic expression gives me big Florida man vibes.
That's true.
Another
going
strong
Florida.
guess. Well, none of you are right. The correct answer is Maryland.
Oh, fuck you.
I was
out
going
of
to
here,
say
Maryland.
Pennsylvania to just get at Cameron.
I wouldn't care that much because
It
I
was
probably,
actually Cameron. He's the one who mooned someone,
That's true.
for the artistic expression.
Yeah,
So is it only legal in Maryland, or is it now legal everywhere because of Maryland?
No,
I
that's not
did
how
not
laws
research
work.
this further.
It could be if it went to the Supreme Court.
No, that's not how laws work.
Well, if it's protected under free speech under the First Amendment, then that applies to everywhere, right?
I think Alec's right.
I would agree with you on that, but that's also not how laws work.
Well,
How do laws
yeah.
work, Cameron?
I
don't
didn't
know.
say it was a law. I just said it's illegal.
Okay, what's the next question?
For 1 point each, name the planets with the most and fewest number of moons.
Damn.
Oh.
Alec.
I thought for sure Cameron would beat me again. Okay, so most
Mm-hmm.
is Jupiter, I think. It's got like a ton.
Okay.
And least, I'm pretty sure, is Earth.
Alec gets 0 points.
Yeah.
But, Cameron, I'm going to let you steal this.
The most is Saturn. Saturn has the
Okay.
most moons. And the
And
least is Mercury.
Okay, Cameron, you get both points.
Dang it!
Very cool.
That was my second
Yep.
guess for both of those.
Yep, Saturn has 82 moons, Jupiter has 79.
Saturn has an ungodly
I just
number.
heard a few of those moons broke into little pieces, so there's like 83 now, really.
Ooh,
You telling me Saturn's got rings and moons?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
dude.
saying.
So does Mercury have 0 moons? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah, Mercury and Venus both have 0, which is less than 1, which is why they have the least amount.
So would you have taken
That's true.
I was like Pluto, and then I was like, no, Pluto has a moon, I'm pretty sure.
Pluto does have a moon. What about Planet X?
No one knows.
No one knows. Too mysterious.
I would just like to thank you all for acknowledging Pluto's planetary status because the heathens I live
Honestly.
with refused to.
I don't care if it's a planet or not, but that doesn't mean we need to stop talking about it. It's still out there.
Honestly.
And it looks pretty.
I'm pretty sure Pluto has been reinstated as a planet for like a while now.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so. I think it's still not a planet.
But all love for Pluto.
Logan, I would like to contest this question because you said the topic was the moon, not just moons.
Okay, are you contesting whether or not this is actually a question I'm asking?
It is an invalid question, and no one should receive points from it.
Okay, well, I'm going to deny your request and still
Okay.
give Cameron 2
I second that
points.
motion.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. This is how laws work. Question 3. Moss piglets are micro-animals that exist on every continent on Earth, and they are the first known animal capable of surviving in outer space. Recently, an Israeli lunar lander carrying research moss piglets crash-landed onto the lunar surface, making them the only extraterrestrial life forms known to exist. What is another colloquial name given to these moss piglets? There are 2 names.
Moss piglets?
That is moss piglets. Cameron?
Dust mites.
Incorrect.
No.
Alec.
Oh, are these those little microscopic guys that look like 6-legged pigs?
I know
What
what,
are they
they
called?
are. I know what it's called.
What are these things called? They're in
You
Ant-Man.
You buzzed in. You got to answer.
Logan,
I'm
if,
definitely displaying that I know what they are.
if Alec and Connor don't get it right, are we looping back around? Because I do know it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a
Don't say
wiggler? I don't know.
a wiggler.
It is not a wiggler, Connor.
Going with nematodes.
It is not a nematode.
Logan.
It is not a nematode. Cameron, back to you.
The correct answer is Tygard. Tygrde.
Tardigrade.
I have no idea what that was.
It's
Cameron.
tardigrade.
Yes, the answer is tardigrade.
Come on. You know that's what I meant.
No, I didn't.
That's bullshit. Come on.
You even spelled it.
Wrong. Yeah, but you know what I... Come on. Come on, man. That's
All right. That is 2 points for Alec.
bullshit. That's such horseshit.
You said it like 70% of the way.
What's the other name?
The other name I think is more popular, but they're also known as water bears.
Water
bears.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, I know it's like a actual animal.
And my knowledge of these came from a South Park episode, like a lot of years ago. And it involved a science experiment where they taught all the tardigrades to learn how to dance to Taylor Swift. And that is all I remember.
I mean, that had to have been easy.
They're in Ant-Man.
True, Connor.
You can't not dance to Taylor Swift.
I have seen like cute cartoon tardigrades somewhere. I forget where that was.
I want a water bear as a pet. I want a pet water bear.
Do they have
Yeah,
brains?
who does not?
What are they?
I mean, probably.
Are they animals?
I think
They're
so.
water
They're not.
bears.
I don't think they're microscopic. I think they're like macro, but not micro.
And they're on the moon?
They're on the moon.
And they like are still there?
I to the best of our knowledge.
Has anyone looked?
Oh, I mean, the lunar lander crash landed onto the moon, and they are known to be able to survive in space and withstand extreme temperature changes and like vacuums. So I think it's reasonable to assume they survived the crash.
Wait, how did it crash on the moon? How did it get over there?
You guys are delving too deep into my trivia. I did not look up every facet of these questions.
I'm going to go check on them
Just curious.
when Cameron and I go to the moon.
I'd like to go on the official record and say, I think that's bullshit. I didn't get those points.
Well, sorry.
Well,
That's all.
Sorry,
Also-
you didn't say the right answer.
God will judge you all.
okay.
All right, moving on to question 4. When studied, samples of moon rocks closely resembled samples of Earth rock. What is the reason for this similarity? Oh, that's Cameron again.
It is because at some point in our history, a planetoid whose name is Thea crashed into the Earth and basically split the Earth into two masses, and the remnants of Thea combined with the parts of Earth that had come off and created the moon. Thus, the moon is part of the Earth, or was part of the Earth, or part of it at least.
That is correct in essence, but I really want to take away a point for you to say planetoid.
Why? Planetoid?
The planetoid is
a real
what
term?
crashed into the Earth.
Yes. That's what I said.
Are we sure it's not
I was
just because they're
tracking.
both rocks?
I mean,
Could be.
I don't know if they considered that.
Yeah, how close
thought
does it have
about
to
that
be for you to be like, these are the same rock?
No. These rocks,
Carbon dating,
these rocks are the
dude.
They're
same.
pretty close. But they're both kind of like gray.
These are both rocks.
Additional fun fact. The space debris all eventually settled in the mid-20th century to create Earth's second largest celestial satellite that we all call your mom.
That was hilarious.
I'm giving
just
that a
need
3 out of 10.
I get points now?
I'm just thinking about like a spherical woman flying through space.
That's your mom.
That is my mom.
I'm going to have to quit now.
I feel like this trivia is the one where like the contestants know the most about it so far. Like Cameron just
That
gave
was-
like a 5-minute spiel about the answer to that question.
I mean, that was a little bit my goal. The past couple episodes have been very abstract.
I do.
Yes.
I like space a lot.
Space is good.
Space is good.
The final frontier.
The final question of round 2.
Lit.
In Book 3, Chapter 14 of Avatar The Last Airbender, Zuko and Sokka bond over past traumas. Zuko replies, "That's rough, buddy," in response to what event in Sokka's life?
Dang
Connor.
it.
Sokka's girlfriend turned into the moon.
Ooh,
That's
that's
rough,
rough,
buddy.
buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely correct.
We need an Avatar episode. That'd be
We
That
do
would
need
be
an
a good
Avatar
one.
lit.
episode.
I think Mitch would throw a hissy fit if he was not the one hosting it.
Well, tell him he has to host it. I want to be on it. That would be a very competitive episode.
It
Oh,
would,
yeah.
it would. Ad break. Does anybody have something they want to advertise? Connor.
Connor's the best at it.
This is an ad for suitcases. Stuff them full, stuff them in your trunk, and take all your stuff with you on vacation. Suitcases.
Very helpful.
Oh, I've never wanted to buy a suitcase more.
You're welcome, suitcase companies.
There are a lot of people out there that did not know what to do when they wanted to bring stuff places, but now they know.
Now you got it.
What kind of suitcase do you prefer, Connor? 2-wheel, 4-wheel, no wheel?
The red one.
I have a red
Classic.
suitcase.
It's in my room right now.
Does it have 2 wheels or 4 wheels?
It's 4.
Ooh, a 4-wheel drive suitcase.
That's right,
Gonna
baby.
crank this baby into snow mode.
Taking this all-terrain vehicle straight through Midway.
All right, do we want to give a score update before we continue to the final round?
I have made it to 4.5 points.
Nice.
I have 3.5 points.
Okay.
I have 5, but really it should be 7.
Okay, Cameron is 5. All right, so it's anybody's game right now. Round 3, question 1. Moon Shoes. The children's toy popularly advertised on Nickelodeon as trampolines for your feet made a cinematic appearance in what film franchise?
Oh no. I don't know.
This is Cameron.
Back to the Future?
That is correct. I'm surprised you got that.
Really?
Seems like a Back to the Future thing.
Wait,
Yeah,
are moon shoes that old?
Yeah, so moon shoes were actually made in like the 1950s, and they were made completely of metal. So they were made to like go over normal shoes, like clamp-on roller skates were.
Before they had even been to the moon, they were like, this is what the moon's like.
I guess that makes sense.
Let's just remember that this was also the time when we were like, we should have sprayed asbestos on everything.
They didn't know.
We were geniuses.
Yeah, asbestos. The thing that'll keep your house from burning down, but may also kill you in your sleep.
Did you guys ever use moon shoes? Like, I am quite convinced they made you jump shorter.
Yes.
I have never worn moon shoes. I just saw them on commercials.
I have.
Alec, you haven't lived.
Well, I
until
also was
you've
like, these
worn
don't
moon
even look
shoes.
that good. They look like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
were just
weren't.
smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah, they didn't feel good.
I always wanted Bender Rose.
Mhm.
Benda what? Benda who?
It's only you on this one.
Dude,
I was-
do it. Do it.
Benda your mom.
Well,
I think
whoa.
that
hey.
one was for sure worse than mine, right?
Hey, Logan. How's your mom doing?
Mom, if you're listening.
I'm sorry.
Question 2. Honeymoon refers to the Scandinavian tradition of drinking honeymead for a full lunar month after a wedding to
Jesus
promote healthy
Christ.
conception. What is the loudest animal on Earth? Connor.
Wait.
Oh, yes, okay, I'm ready.
I'm very confused.
I know this one.
Yes,
I know it,
Connor.
I think.
Thank you for the lead up, Logan. I was between 2 whales, and now I know which whale it is. It is
Okay.
the sperm whale.
It is absolutely the sperm whale.
Let's go.
It can produce clicking sounds at 233 decibels. It's the highest
Jesus
sound measure.
Christ.
Now that's some healthy conception.
But that's underwater, so.
Yeah,
Right?
it's underwater.
So
Well,
it's
I don't think
different.
that should matter if it's like if
Well,
you're
the-
close to it.
In air, the maximum possible sound
Oh,
is
no, yeah, you're right.
194.
Here we go
yep.
with these acoustical engineers, blah de fucking blah. We get it. You guys know about sound.
Cameron, you're going to give away our identities. It also has the largest teeth and largest brain of any mammal.
Well,
Damn.
The teeth are 1.2 feet long.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a long tooth.
Crazy.
Alec, put that in the box for another teeth fact on our teeth episode.
Yeah, see, we're just
That's a
building
teeth
trivia.
are
That-
these
that
actual
is-
teeth,
uh,
or is these like the straw things in Finding Nemo?
What are those called?
Bristles.
Anemones? What are you talking about?
Bristles sounds right.
No. You remember the whale in Finding Nemo?
Yeah, they go
his,
like this.
His teeth
Oh.
were just like a bunch
Yeah.
of wheat stacked
Yeah,
together.
I
To
think,
set the
like,
record straight, a lot of
it's how
whales,
they
also in
they
the real
filter,
world,
I
have
think.
these, not just in an animated movie.
Nope.
I mean, the
Just in
only whale teeth I have ever seen have been animated.
Pixar invented the blue whale.
Probably.
The blue whale has a smaller brain than a sperm whale?
Yeah,
Because I know blue whales are the biggest animal
Ever.
ever. Yeah,
Just
in the
ever.
history of the world.
Ever.
Which blows my
Wild.
mind.
I'm pretty sure that a whale's penis, like, you could fit inside of it.
Big time.
Yeah, like a sleeping bag.
I was thinking more like a torpedo. Logan, can you please move on to the next question before this further devolves?
I need the audience to suffer this silence as well.
Just that. Well,
we need to have a reset. We need to have an auditory reset.
Everyone think about what you said in the last 30 seconds.
got it.
Round 3.
God forgive me.
Question 3. Moonshine was given this nickname back in Prohibition era, which later became the name of a popular soft drink. Alec.
Pepsi.
Okay. Anybody else have a guess?
I'm going with Mr. Pibb.
Okay. Connor.
Ooh. Is it Mountain Dew?
It is Mountain Dew.
That makes sense.
That makes
that
so
does-
much
that
more
does
sense.
I was going to say Mountain Dew. I literally thought it. I'm like, no, there's no way anyone is stupid enough to call it Mountain Dew.
I was originally going to go with like Hooch and hope that Hooch was at some point a soft drink.
I was going to say ginger ale. That was my other guess.
Ooh.
I could see that one.
Thought Mr. Pibb was a solid guess.
That just sounds too redneck. I don't know. But Moonshine was nicknamed Mountain Dew, and then it eventually became the name of the lemon lime flavored soda, which was intended to be a chaser for whiskey.
Oh, very
Whiskey?
Yeah.
I had to try that.
And when I was doing research on old Mountain Dew, the slogan for the original Mountain Dew was, "It'll tickle your innards!" Exclamation point.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I just
please.
really want them to bring that back.
They would.
They would. So what is the scores right now?
Wait, how many questions are left?
There's this next one will be question 4 of round 3. There's 2 questions left.
Oh my gosh.
I'm at 10.5 points.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm at 8.
Okay.
I'm still at 3.5. I haven't gotten any in round 3.
I mean, okay, Alec, you still have no. Wait, no, you don't.
I can't.
Sorry.
I can't catch up to Connor.
Unless I challenge.
But
Don't
I haven't
even bother
even thought
buzzing
about
in.
the challenge one. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Don't even
none of you
bother
guys
buzzing
have
in.
challenged one.
At the end, will you let us posthumously challenge an answer?
For sure. Yes. Round 3, question 4. What Hollywood director notoriously helped NASA fake the moon landing? Cameron.
I'm going to go with Martin Scorsese.
That I don't think so. Connor.
No one else is a master of those nice wide angles and also birds like my man Alfred Hitchcock.
I that is also incorrect.
Stanley Kubrick.
It is Stanley Kubrick.
Ooh.
But also the
Really?
real answer is no one because it's real.
Because the moon landing happened.
According to you.
This is my chance to win. I need to get this right.
This is my chance to come in second place.
Alec, I'm gonna give you a bonus 2 points with the capability to tie because I
No, what?
can. No,
Why?
no. If he gets this next question, what significant plot event occurs on the lunar surface in 2001? Alec.
They find the giant black monolith prism.
They do, yeah, and it sends the signal to the other monolith in Jupiter.
So do I get that?
Yeah. So, good job.
Wait,
So
does
now
that
you're-
mean I get 5 points for that
Yeah, that's
one
bullshit.
question?
Let's go.
I'm making it interesting here for the final question. Alec can now tie.
Wait, I thought that was the final question.
Wait, so I'm now in last place?
I guess.
I'm so confused. I have 11.5 now.
Connor, don't you have some amount?
I have 10. Yeah, I have 10.5.
Well, that backfired.
I don't think I deserve 2 extra points.
I mean, you don't have to count them. It's the honor system. You can remove 2 points if you want.
Okay, we'll see how this next one goes.
Okay.
Wasn't that the last question?
No, there's one more question.
Oh, what?
I thought that was the last one.
No. Question 5. As proven in the Wallace and Gromit adventure A Grand Day Out, the moon is indeed made of cheese. Where do you guys think that this tale first originated? Cameron?
This has got to be some weird, like, Dark Ages Germany shit. So I'm going Germany.
Okay. Do you have like a time period you're thinking?
I'm gonna say probably when they thought Krampus was still around. So I'm going.
That's so random.
I follow. I'm
going like 11th century.
Okay.
Do you know that about?
No, I just never like old Germany, like old folklore, Brothers Grimm Germany.
That was
so
the
like
11th century.
No, it's probably closer to 14th century.
Oh my gosh.
So what's your answer? 11th century or 14th century?
I'm gonna split the difference and go
Krampus o'clock.
All right. Connor, what about you? What's your guess?
I'm blaming it on Big Dairy. I bet they were like,
Okay.
You guys like this moon shit? We'll just make another one.
Okay.
That's my guess.
You think the dairy industry started the myth that the moon was made of cheese?
I do.
Industry?
It was
I
around the
genuinely do.
time of the Got Milk campaign.
Yeah. You won't convince me otherwise.
Okay. Alec?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna just say ancient Greece.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give that one to Cameron then.
Heck yeah.
So
Oh no.
it began as a joke as a test for human gullibility in the Middle Ages, and those who bought into the claim gave rise to the term lunatics.
Oh.
Right? Yeah.
That's actually a very cool fact.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
Or moon cheesers, as I like to call them.
Moon.
That's what
cheesers.
Big Dairy wants you to think. Logan, blink twice if you're bought and paid for by Big Dairy. He's frozen on my screen, so I think that's yes.
Caught him.
Okay. Are they listening to this podcast right now?
Big Jerry, if you're listening to this podcast,
Please sponsor us.
please spread the word.
I like
Promote
dairy.
moon cheese.
I will do a cheese ad on every episode.
Not to be weird about it, but gun to my head, I do like cheese.
Why'd you word it like that?
Wow.
No gun to my head. Cheese, it rocks.
Do you like cheese?
Watch out for
All
the
right.
dairy hitman.
As a final interesting fact, so a study was actually done on children, so they were asked what they believe the moon was actually made of, and the most common response was cheese. But the next three responses are fascinating. The next responses are yellow paper,
Okay.
dead people,
Dead
and
people?
rags.
What was the last one?
Rags.
How is that ranked up there?
I don't know.
What was the sample size?
Big washcloth.
It was 4 kids.
They asked for it. I asked my nephew what he thought the moon was made of.
What are our final scores after round 3?
I have 11.
Okay.
I am at 10.5 still.
I truthfully only have 9.5.
Okay. Well, it's still anybody's game. Does anyone have any guesses on what the challenge question is?
Maybe the moon cheese question is actually a test to see how gullible we are.
Whoa, that would be meta.
Wow.
That's what Big Dairy wants you to think.
Can you remind us of the other
Honestly.
older questions?
Honestly.
Yeah, do you want me to just go through and say all of the answers?
We did that for the Spikes episode.
Yeah,
so
you can
sure.
do
You
rapid
did.
fire answers.
Okay.
The moon is a projection. 1 lunar day is a month on Earth. 170 calories. 950 weeks. 500,000 miles. Maryland. Saturn and Mercury. Water bears. The collision of the planetoid. Sokka's ex-girlfriend turned into the moon. Back to the Future. Sperm whale. Mountain Dew. Stanley Kubrick. Lunatics. thing.
And that's it.
There's no point in me not challenging because I'm in last place. So I'm going to challenge. I feel like moon shoes aren't in Back to the Future. That's my official challenge.
Okay, what are your guys' challenges if you guys are going to do one?
I'm not challenging, but I am very confident that moon shoes are in Back to the Future.
I think what I'm going to go with is... I think Alfred Hitchcock did the Moon movie.
All right, well, Stanley Kubrick did fake the moon landing, and moon shoes were in Back to the Future. The fake answer was actually the last one.
It was!
So,
It
was.
Oh,
That sounded too fresh to me to be a real fact.
I just thought the Germans were kind of a crazy group.
It first appeared in a book of Proverbs by John Haywood in 1546, featuring other famous sayings such as, "The more the merrier," "A penny for your thoughts," "Rome was not built in a day," and of course, "The moon is made of green cheese."
That famous saying that we all throw around now and then.
And I could not for the life of me find context.
You don't need it.
It was a gullibility test.
You did a meta gullibility test on us, and we all failed.
Well, and with that, I think Cameron is our winner for this, right?
True.
Well done, Cameron.
Thank you guys.
I salute you.
You know what, Cameron? As a gift to you, I'll give you your 2 points back for
No, it's okay.
for saying target or whatever you said.
I said tigrade. It's really tardigrade.
Yeah, so you can have your 2 points back for that because I'm really generous.
I really would have considered it if you didn't try to spell it incorrectly.
You were too confident.
Damn it.
I will only recognize water bears.
All right, well, are we ready to wrap it up here, boys?
I think so. It's been a good ride.
Okay, Dad.
It's been a good ride today. Well, folks, it looks like we have rolled into the station, and that's all the time we've got for today. Aww. Thanks for riding Bus 1, and we will see you next week.
Hold on. Time out.
Bye.
See ya. How long did we say a lunar day was?
28 days.
You're
Are you going to challenge a question after the podcast?
I'm not challenging it. I'm saying you're fucking crazy. A lunar day is 24 hours and 50 minutes.
No, it's not.
I Googled it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Google it better.
A lunar day is 29 and a half Earth days. It says it in the first paragraph on Wikipedia, which is you can't fight with people.
Okay.
Cameron, I am going to make this the first loss that you get after the podcast has already ended.
No, I didn't challenge it, but the National Ocean Service, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is telling me it's 24 hours and 50